Welcome to First and 10 with HS Live. I'm sports editor Nicholas Huba. Again with me this season is Mike McGarry. Mike, we're here. It's week 000, week one. I don't know what we're calling it.
It might be 00. Who knows? It's 95 degrees out. We're 100 yards from the beach, but we're talking football. So let's go.
And let's start right here this week. You know, the battle at the beach, is that what we're calling it?
The battle at the beach,
We're
correct.
not calling it bash at the beach like the old wrestling pay-per-views. And the West Jersey Football League Coaches Association, or Association of Coaches, whatever they call themselves, has put this event rivals kind of like the slam dunk to the beach and those kind of basketball showcases.
Right, absolutely. I mean, the great thing about events like this is, and you're right, in basketball and in baseball, they've been around for a couple of years. You can go to a site on one day and see 4 or 5 games, see some top teams. You haven't been able to do that in football in South Jersey until this event. Starting Friday night, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you've got some great teams playing some great games in a battle at the beach game. You're going to have from what I understand, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be set up on the far end of the court. They're going to be having some alumni stop by. They're going to have Swoop, the mascot, stop by.
Mascot.
From what I understand, the Army is setting up tunnels for the teams to run out of. This event only promises to get bigger, so it should be a great start to the 2021 high school football season.
And the best thing about it, which I've loved over the last couple of years, is it's not the same kind of games just moved to a different site. We're getting DeMatha, you're getting Northeastern Philly, you're getting Union coming down. Like, you're getting other teams to participate in this event, like have different matchups.
Absolutely. I think the original intent was to get some West Jersey Football League schools against some non-conference. They have that, but they also have some traditional conference matchups like Ocean City, Mainland, and the West Jersey Football Coaches Association is looking to get all levels of teams involved in future years. And even this year, they just don't want this to be for the elite teams. Mm-hmm. They want everybody to have an experience and play here. And Ocean City, the perfect site. I would venture to say there aren't too many football fields in the United States of America that are located about a 5-iron from the ocean for me. Maybe a 7 for him.
Maybe an 8, hopefully. Let's start on Friday. Friday, I think it's the earliest possible start time for a high school football game, 11 a.m. on a Friday. Come up, get a breakfast, go watch a football game?
Yeah, Northeast out of Philadelphia will play St. Joe, 11 a.m. on Friday. First football game of the season. This game's going to be an emotional one. Northeast had a wide receiver unfortunately shot and killed outside of a Philadelphia supermarket last week, so the team has gone forward with their preparation. They're a talented group, good football tradition, but it'll be an emotional game for them against a St. Joe team that's talented, but doesn't have a lot of familiar faces, a lot of new faces on the Wildcats team this year.
And then we have also here on Saturday, kind of the headliner, I would call it that in a way. Nationally ranked DeMatha takes on Holy Spirit in a game I think will be a measuring stick in a way for the Spartans.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 great games on Saturday, though. First game, 5 o'clock. There's games all day, 2 games previously, but at 5 o'clock, if you're talking just traditional Cape Atlantic League teams, you got Millville versus Union, North Jersey Power, a Millville team that a lot of people expect of. Big things though with Nate Robbins at quarterback, LeQuint Allen at running back, and then you've got sort of the highlight of the weekend, 8 o'clock, Holy Spirit, #1 in our Elite 11 against DeMatha Catholic. Now, I've texted back and forth with AJ Russo, the Spartans coach. He says Spirit has played teams as big as DeMatha. He says they played teams as fast as DeMatha, but they haven't played anybody as big and fast as DeMatha. DeMatha, some Division I talent, excuse my notes here, but they've got KJ Winston, a defensive back headed to Penn State. Jason Moore, defensive end, 6'6", 255. Alabama, Florida, LSU have offered him. And they've also got Michael Crowns, a 6'4", 300-pound lineman with Division I offers. So a lot of talent on the football field here Saturday night.
Not just the basketball school, DeMatha, anyway.
Right, exactly. Not just Morgan Wooden and stuff like that. DeMatha, ranked number 33 in the country by Max Preps. And, of course, Holy Spirit, a lot of people back. #1 in our Press Elite 11 and a 12-game winning streak into the year.
And then we wrap up Sunday with
Scotch Plains against Cedar Creek. Again, a number of games here. You should check out pressofac.com and the newspaper for the schedule. We'll have the complete schedule. But Cedar Creek features JoJo Bermudez, one of the most dynamic skill position players in the state. He'll be playing on Sunday. One thing is, should get your tickets in advance. From what I understand, they won't be selling any tickets at the door. I think you'll be able to buy them online as you kind of walk to the stadium and stuff like that, but you want to save yourself some hassle and time, get your tickets in advance, and they've already sold over 4,200 tickets for the event.
This is not the only place with football this weekend.
Right.
You get to renew some old hostilities when EHT and Mainland meet. Used to be Thanksgiving. I kind of like it at the start of the season. I think it's a fun way to kick it off.
That's all me. My theory, my thing is take the Thanksgiving games and make them the season opener. Mainland and EHT have done that. Should be a great game out at EHT. Mainland, of course, a dynamic backfield with Jabril Mace and Marlon Leslie at quarterback, and an EHT team that's been making progress every year, looking for their first winning season since 2010. James Mahan, a defensive end, had a great season last year with 28.5 tackles. So, and a lot of seniors on EHT this year. Should be a great matchup to start the season.
So you would say those two schools are the only people that have ever listened to you?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. More should follow.
Whoa, calm down. Another interesting game this week is Absegami and Hamilton. Hamilton, 2 years ago, sectional champions, had a great season last year, a little up and down, but I think we all were up and down last year.
They were one of those teams that got shut down in the mid for COVID. Hamilton, traditional football power, not starting again, but they only have 4 guys back. One of them running back, AJ Riker, is back for them. And of course, Absegami, Chris Sacco's second year as coach there. Absegami features one of the top signal callers in South Jersey, and Ray Weed, a 4-year starter at quarterback. So a good season opener for both those teams.
Any other games we're kind of taking a look at here?
I think you've got some St. Augustine Prep travels down to Archbishop Spalding to play in Maryland against another team that's got a lot of Division I players. Oakcrest and Pleasantville kind of get the season off to a start there. Both new coaches debuting. Mike
Winnable
Forrest,
game for each of them. Get off to the right start.
Mike Forrest for Oakcrest, Darryl Dowdy for Pleasantville. So again, starts early. Again, I can remember when the season started, September 15th, mid-September. Now here we are the week before Labor Day with a big slate of high school football games, and can't come soon enough.
Go get yourself a Core Brothers ice cream, take a walk down, sit yourself down here all day. Like, you couldn't ask for a better thing. Anything else we're kind of looking forward to, besides seeing you on the sideline again?
I just think it's going to be, you're going to find out a lot about teams quickly, because you're going to find out about St. Joe playing Northeast Catholic. You're going to find out about Holy Spirit playing DeMath. You're going to find out about St. Augustine going down on the road. So you're going to find out a lot about, Millville and Union. A lot of teams, they better not mess around in preseason, because they're going to be tested opening week.
They will be tested, but they win those games, then they believe they can compete at that level. And I think that's the best part about this. With the playoff system, the way it is, there is that margin for a little bit of error. Like, if you lose a game to Union, all right, you can just keep going. And if you win the game against Union, you're like, all right.
Right, but we're going to get an indication of how, you're absolutely right. Nobody's season is going to be made or broken this opening weekend, but we're going to get an indication of just how good a lot of these teams are.
Mike, as usual, it's been a pleasure.
This has got to be the hottest video weather-wise we've ever done.
That is true. I think last year was a little more chilly because we didn't start till October, but this is definitely it. Mike's dripping sweat, I'm dripping sweat. He's probably going to go run the boardwalk after we're done here, so look out for him on the boardwalk. Guys, follow all the action at PressiveACC.com, and we will see you next week.